Started off by having the Fort Wayne Real Estate Investors Association, and so that's a non-for-profit that we run where we teach people how to invest in real estate. It can also be used for an event center, so we're planning on making this a wedding venue, event center, or for basically anything that people want to use it for. I know that it was at one point a strip club, and then another point it was like a music center or something different, and then I think it went back to being a strip club, so it was that whenever we bought it, and that is something that we definitely did not want to even have a possibility of it ever being again. And the coolest part was the guy who actually sold it to us also did not want it to be that again because he didn't want competition. We had different reasonings of why we didn't want that, but at the end of the day, it aligned. And so we actually put in the deed restrictions that it cannot ever be a strip club again. So we're pretty excited for that. We actually just bought an abortion center right down the street as well that also is not able to become that ever again. We put that in the deed restrictions. So we're just super grateful to be a part of the community putting in the actual deeds themselves on things that they cannot become again. Our goal is just to have, bigger names come in. We have different mentors like Ryan Pineda, Brian Davila, which is like just different coaches that we have, really make it like an event space. So it's mostly going to be a wedding venue and then an event space, probably specifically to real estate for us. And if somebody wants to rent it out during the weekdays and stuff, that's going to be open for people. The two main things that it's going to be is going to be the Fort Wayne Real Estate Investors Association and events, and then also just a wedding venue for people to get married. We like this area a lot. We also like the building specifically. Like I love the loft area and like the way that it is viewed in its industrial look. So it was really the building itself. It wasn't necessarily the location, but I also really do like the location just because, again, I think this area is gonna become more developed and hopefully we can be kind of the trendsetter because again, we bought a building right down the street off of Venwood, and then now we got this one, which is all in the same area. And so we're hoping that we can just kind of entice people by making buildings nice, that maybe they'll fix up the buildings too.
For you guys, why is it that you want to provide a few different options for the use of the building?
Well, one is to give back to the community. We have the Fort Wayne Real Estate Investors Association to teach other investors how to do what we've done because we had a lot of other people that helped us to get to where we're at. The reason why we want to do the wedding venue is honestly like just to generate revenue. And we want a space that is industrial look because a lot of people go for like the farm look, and now we want a different option for people. But we need a way to have the building actually make revenue as well in order to support having the RIA. So it's kind of like the dual purpose.
How long will you guys expect it to take before you're up and running?
Yeah, so I would say by the end of the year, we should have this thing up and running. We actually have somebody who's on staff who already has their wedding planned, and so we got to make sure that we get it done for December. So we're definitely planning on having it up and going by then. We actually just got a quote. We should have this whole thing done within the next month and a half.